doing the honors, is going to be a knife that has been in the pocket and is probably going to be dominating the pocket here for quite some time to come. Just got a chance to unbox the Winterbladeco Factor. This is batch 4, and I've been really wanting this knife for quite some time. I finally got it on my hands, and it has not left the pocket since I recorded the video, pretty much. So check it out if you haven't already. That is one of the most recent uploads here in the channel. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dig in here. We have the magnetic unboxing experience. High quality precision crafted knives. Artisan Cutlery is the more premium branch of CJRB. Zipper pouch here, we have a wiping cloth, some paperwork, and then we have the knife here. Ooh, man. Holy smokes. Okay, they were telling me something about a Kickstarter, so we'll talk a little bit more about that as we go. It's funny how you have assumption of risk and indemnity agreement. That's an interesting little agreement there. Feel free to pause and read through that if you're interested. Artisan Cutlery branded wiping cloth here in gold. All right, but here we go. Holy smokes, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. This is wild. Holy macaroni. Really jumping out at me is obviously it's blacked out, but with red. Now, I typically go for monochromatic knives for the most part, black, grays, and things like that. But red is actually my favorite color, so absolutely digging that. I may be a little biased, if anything. Kind of feels like fat carbon, otherwise just carbon fiber with some red accents. Not matching on the other side, which would have been nice. We do have a button-operated liner lock. Okay. All right, little round of applause here to Artisan Cutlery for the button liner lock. That's going to be awesome. We have thumb studs for deployment. We have an opening hole, and even the micro milling here on the handle looks very sweet. Is it titanium? The answer is yes. We have tie on here, titanium pocket clip. Some interesting speed holes here towards the back, hiding behind the pocket clip. That's interesting. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and bam, send it. Holy macaroni. Talk about a wild, crazy looking geometry on this blade. Holy smokes, guys. Listen, after Metal Complex gets arrested by the blade police, we need to check in with them and see what the heck are we classifying this thing, because holy smokes, yeah, we have a dual flat zone, flat grind going on here. This one has a bit of a recurve, nothing too crazy. We have a little bit of a harpoon, a little bit of a clip point. I don't know. You guys, you guys let me know. I'm going to kick this one over to you guys. Let me know your best guesses in the comments as far as the geometry on this one. We're looking at S90V steel on this one with the black finish. I didn't read any details as far as it being DLC or anything. Also, what's interesting too, like I said earlier, guys, they went for the button operated liner lock. And honestly, it was about time they did that, because Kaiser has been doing their fair share of button-operated liner locks. Vosteed has been doing them for a minute as well. The patent on the compression lock expired a while back, so many companies are getting their feet wet creating button-operated liner locks. Concept also has their fair share, but deploying off of the hole here feels good. Thumb deployment also feels nice. I like that they managed to add the thumb studs, right, nice and comfortable there towards the corner. You can also deploy with the button itself. The action is actually very smooth. Sometimes you can get a little ting on the open. Let me know if you hear or not. The camera or the mic might not do it justice. And then, of course, the ergos. I mean, check this out. Able to get a full 4-finger grip. I can forward choke if I want to. Good jimping throughout the blade and the handle itself, which feels nice. And just a wild geometry. You got this little tip right here you could use as a utility cut and draw cut. You have this tip. It's a little bit higher than usual, kind of trailing point in a way. Not typically my cup of tea, but somehow, some way, it looks savage on this design. The little duck, little logo here, I'm assuming that's a duck. A little bit on the bigger side, I'm noticing that. A little billboardy, if anything. But I don't mind it too much. Nice, clean Artisan lettering there on the show side. We do have a solid titanium scale on the carbon fiber show side. Then we have a blacked out liner, right, on the opposite end, obviously for the liner lock. But man, this thing is looking sweet, ladies and gentlemen. Reverse grip feels good. Little Friday night gas station fighting grip feels nice. The Pakal grip, not so much. That's about the only grip I wouldn't recommend. But all the other ones, they're absolutely very solid. Now let's go ahead and check out the next model here. I wonder if it's the same. Did they do a different variant? Let's go ahead and find out together. This is the Artisan Cutlery logo. I definitely like that. They used to print that on the blades. Now they write out Artisan on the blades instead. But I absolutely dig their logo. I think it's very minimalistic. But we have the same sign your life away agreement on this one. We saw earlier we have a Artisan Cutlery wiping cloth. And I want to say they have a similar, is this a similar knife, different variant? Let's go ahead and find out. All right, here we go. I know there are two different variants from what I've seen on their website. They have a variant that has a different blade, or it's like two different designs from the same designer. But this is interesting. So this one doesn't have, or let's do a little apples to apple comparison here. Doesn't have the carbon fiber, still has the little micro milling on top and bottom. And now we see more of the speed holes, slanted rectangles, if you would, four of them. I like the little captive pivot. I didn't say that earlier, with a nice little triangle going on there. And on the opposite side, there we go, that looks very similar. This one has more of a stone wash blacked out finish. This is full coated in black. This one's more like a wash color. We can see some areas that are a little bit more distressed and things like that, which makes it for a nice, cool look. So that being said, let's go ahead and send it here for the win. Bam, check it out. Also a blacked out stone wash finish on the blade. S90V on this one as well. And I think it might be a little bit easier to see on this one as far as going from one flat zone to the other. That's definitely very interesting there, the way they pulled that off. It would have been nice if it had a hollow ground somewhere. That would have even spiced things up some more. But as it is, it absolutely looks very nice. Some speed holes are going to be see-through, right? Because you have the matching speed hole on the other side. But we got 4 on the show side and only 2 on the pocket clip side. I'm sure they didn't want that to interfere with the pocket clip performance going in and out of the pocket. Obviously a matching titanium pocket clip. And man, these are pretty smooth. Nice ball bearing action there as you would expect. There's a little close-up one last time of the button operated liner lock, right? Think of like Spider Coast compression lock, but with a button. Nice and easy to operate. Definitely way stronger than the original plunge lock, button lock to say the least. Just a quick little side shot here, side by side, so you guys can take a closer look. Looks like at least 2 variants. I believe there are other variants available. Again, all the details about the Kickstarter, the date, everything you need to know is going to be on the screen right now. Feel free to pause the video. And also I'll have the details in the pinned comment and description as well if you guys want to check it out and learn more.